Love dungeon crawlers? Here are the 10 best ones you can enjoy on GeForce Now. First on the list is Diablo IV. This game is perfect for those who enjoy epic battles, endless loot, and dark fantasy worlds. Building on the legendary series, you'll pick from 5 powerful classes, explore an open world packed with dungeons, and face off against massive bosses. The visuals are breathtaking, and thanks to GeForce Now, everything runs smooth as silk. Sure, the gameplay can feel a bit repetitive, but the polished combat and rewarding loot system make it totally worth it. Plus, cross-platform play lets you team up with friends no matter what they're playing on. Next, we have Path of Exile 2, a game that takes customization to a whole new level. If you love diving into skill trees and building your perfect character, this is for you. The updated skill gem system lets you experiment like never before, and with 12 classes and 36 specializations, the possibilities are endless. The 6-act campaign is stunning, and the bosses are challenging but satisfying to beat. It's free to play too, so there's no reason not to give it a shot, especially since it streams beautifully on GeForce Now. Switching gears, let's talk about Content Warning. This one's for fans of chaotic multiplayer games with a sense of humor. You and your friends play as ghost hunting influencers, exploring a cursed underworld with cameras and flashlights to create content for SpookTube. It's packed with quirky humor. Think ASCII face customization and a ghost with a blender for a head. The gameplay might not go super deep, but it's perfect for some silly, lighthearted fun with friends. Now, if you're into co-op games, Wayfinder is a must-try. It's an action RPG where you can team up with friends, pick from 8 unique characters, and dive into colorful worlds full of enemies and loot. The combat feels great, and the loot system keeps you coming back for more. The story isn't groundbreaking, but that's easy to overlook when the gameplay is this enjoyable. Whether you're playing solo or with a group, Wayfinder has something for everyone. Let's turn to something darker with Darkest Dungeon 2. This game doesn't just challenge your heroes physically, it tests their sanity too. Instead of crawling through dungeons, you're on a desperate road trip, fighting monsters and managing your team's stress levels along the way. The art style is hauntingly beautiful, and the narration is as chilling as ever. If you're up for a tough but rewarding challenge, this one's worth every minute. Speaking of challenges, Dark and Darker delivers intense dungeon crawling with a mix of PvP and PvE action. You'll explore dangerous crypts, battling both monsters and rival players in a high-stakes fight for survival. Play solo or with a team as classic roles like Barbarian or Cleric. Every fight feels meaningful, and the immersive sound and lighting crank up the tension. Just be warned, if you die, you lose everything, so every move matters. Next up is Windblown, a fast-paced roguelite that's all about speed and skill. You'll dash across floating islands, battling enemies and unlocking new abilities by absorbing the memories of fallen warriors. The gameplay is super addictive, with that just one more run vibe that keeps you hooked. It's still in early access, but the core gameplay is polished and exciting. Whether you're playing solo or with friends, it's a blast. If you've ever wanted to be the mastermind behind the dungeon, Dungeon Tycoon is the game for you. You'll design traps, summon monsters, and lure adventurers into your lair, all while charging them for the privilege. It's a clever mix of strategy and humor that's easy to pick up but hard to put down. The pacing can slow down a bit in spots, but if you enjoy games that let you plan and build, you'll love this one. For fans of strategy games, Across the Obelisk is a great pick. It combines deck building with a co-op roguelite adventure, letting you build powerful decks, recruit heroes, and take on random events. With 500 cards, 300 items, and 16 heroes to experiment with, there's always something new to try. The pacing can feel slow at times, and the story isn't the strongest, but the tactical combat and replayability more than make up for it. Last but definitely not least, the Crust offers a unique twist on strategy games. You'll manage a colony on the moon, mining resources, automating production, and keeping your colonists happy. What sets it apart is its focus on the human side of things. Your colonists have personalities, skills, and stories, making every decision feel meaningful. It's a great mix of resource management and personal storytelling, perfect for anyone who loves a thoughtful challenge. There you have it, 10 awesome dungeon crawlers you can stream on GeForce Now. So, what are you waiting for?